What is this becoming? A scavenger hunt at a country house party? Remember, the important thing's the notebook. Find it.
Enter. See if you can help. Enter. See if you can help.
Evening. I'm the man to ask. Right there. At your service. Car. You would have to ask me that. Turbine. This ship's so big, I don't know. Take the second class stairs down to F deck. I fancy there's some stairs down from there. Now where to? Very good then, cheers.
Did you hear? J.P. Morgan, he owns the White Star Line. He was to be on board. At the last moment, he took the cure in France instead. Why do you suppose? Has the ship sprung a leak? I'll scare myself to death. Everyone knows the Titanic's unsinkable. Why, it's the Harrises.
Yes? The lounge is closed for the night. We'd open it again only in an emergency, which we are not experiencing at the moment. Good night.
I knew you'd come. Charles received a telegram from the solicitors. Our estate's to be sold off. He asked about the necklace I gave you. I told him I left it with a purser. Don't say anything to him or Sasha. Not him and his group of... Oh, there's much more to tell you. Can you meet me in my stateroom? I'm in B70. It's Charles' custom to go for a drink in the smoking room. When he does, visit me.
Yes, can I help you? Yes, indeed. All jewels go right in the safe. That's all then, is it? Good night.
Lord Lambeth. I'm travelling with my wife, Lady Lambeth. George has decided to take the air. I opted to take this. My wife, Georgia, she's unwell. Yes, it's not the best situation, I'm afraid. And just one of my trouble. Too many to speak of. With Georgia, how else? 4 years ago at a house party, she enchanted me. We got married and were happy. But Georgia's moods grew volatile. She imagined plots against her everywhere, even with Sasha. Sasha cares more for money than for her. I know that now. He's on board, actually, shepherding a collection of paintings to New York. Money to Sasha. He's an art dealer. Money is everything to him. But Sasha has his secrets, and I know about them. But that's a secret. Good night. And if you should speak to my wife, remember, she tells some fairly tall tales.
Enter. I wasn't sure you'd come. Andrew Conkling? He's loaned money to Charles. A lot of it, I think. First, I want to know how you fared these last years. Rather well from the looks of you. I'm glad to see you. You're the only person I can trust. Please promise me you'll help. You always were there when I needed you. Now, with my life a horrible mess. When Charles discovered my affair with Sasha, he was quite calm. But I know him, you see. His revenge is taking the necklace, leaving me with nothing. And Sasha, I'd never trust him again. Don't you see? They're looking for guns, for bombs. At a party last June, Sasha was quite passionate. A Slavic trait, I'm told. His mother came from Belgium. I fell in love. We used to meet at his gallery, but we were never alone. They'd come at all hours. Sasha's friends. His gallery was their London base. They were rough men, foreign. Sasha told me they were part of a Balkan aid society. Stupid girl that I was, I believed him. But then I found out. These people, they... Charles!
Please, Georgia, continue. Was it my title or my income you found so desirable? I was never sure. Now that both assets are depleted, why don't you go to Sasha? Maybe he can help, as he's done before.
Ignore him. I see the smoking room's had its usual effect.
Idle gossip, apparently.
You see his attitude? Please, go.
Since she obviously can't depend on me. Here, take the chill out of the air. Thank you for seeing after my wife. Now I think it best you leave the happy couple, drowning in their happiness. Good night.
Remember, I need your help.
Can you feel it? The air has changed. It's clammy, cold. Aha! The ruby out again. But still divine her ancient ruby yield. What's red and old? Still a garden by the water blows. Still a garden by the water blows. We're on the water, obviously. And a garden means plants. Where's there a profusion of greenery on board? Figure it out. I don't think his death was an accident. He has double-crossed the Colonel. That may help you. The Titanic was never christened. Very bad luck for a ship. They say that when building her, a worker was entombed in the hull. And though we've 2,000 on board, the Titanic is only half full. The world's wealthiest men, Henry Clay Frick, J.P. Morgan, the Vanderbilts, canceled their trip. They know when to listen to their gut. The vibrations of the astral plane are quite strong. Whatever happens will be quite interesting. Goodbye. I'll be here if you need me.
More clues? What is this becoming? A scavenger hunt at a country house party? Remember, the important thing's the notebook. Find it.
Please, go away. Good night.
may I be of assistance? The purser. His office is on C deck, just off the forward grand stairs. The elevator, or... Miss Pringle may have an idea. She is... Very good. Remember, you may always contact me by returning here and ringing...
What now? Another clue? No thanks, I don't smoke. Oh, you want a reading? Well, very well. They belong to Mr. Seidelman. I'm sorry, I'm getting no reading at all. Not even faintly. Goodbye. I'll be here if you need me.
More clues? What is this becoming? A scavenger hunt at a country house party? Remember, the important thing's the notebook. Find it.
Hello. Georgia, afraid of me? Well, you may... Hope you don't mind if I do. Now, you want to know some secrets. Thank you, bartender. I'll tell you one. George's diamond necklace. It's a fake. The one on her neck, leastways. I gave the real necklace to Sasha. It's in his cabin for safekeeping. When he gets to New York, he'll sell it, quickly and quietly, for 20% commission. I'll pay off my debts to Conkling, put Georgia away, sail back to England free and clear. Because I threatened to tell Scotland Yard about his Serbian Aid Society, and because Sasha's a greedy bastard, he'd betray his love for 20%. And Georgia thinks she's outsmarted. No, she's got a fake about her neck and doesn't know. Another? Good night, then. You'll sleep well. The whiskey and the sea are both smooth for a change.
Don't mind if I do. Smoke 'em if you got 'em, I always say. Gave a pack of these to the German kid early tonight. He's an odd one.
While we was docked in Queenstown, I saw him on top of one of the smokestacks.
The last one, right at the top. Who knows what he was up to? Looked like he was hiding some crazy crowd kid.
Good night. Hello. Just seeing to the electric. The fuse box there. She said you've had no time to check her wearing. Adek's been complaining about the lights all night. We'll get her straightened right out. That is if I can find my screwdriver. Wager I forgot it. Dawn now. Be right back.
I was just getting ready for bed. Good night. you doing in my cabin? You must leave immediately. You have stolen from me. Now I must take what is mine. What are you doing in my cabin? You must leave immediately. You have stolen from me. Now I must take what is mine.
Yes, can I help you? What can I do for you? Yes, what can I do for you? Thank you. I shall return with your valuables in a moment. Here we are. It was tangled up in Mrs. Widener's pearls. Glad...
May I be of assistance? Good.
doing in my cabin? You must leave immediately. You need to tend to your own affairs. Fortunately, you've left my valuables undisturbed.
Yes, can I help you? Yes, indeed, all jewels go right in the safe. Very good then. Good night.
Oh, she's still running rough. You're so clever last time, you cared to have a go again. Right, there's a gauge showing the turbine's power out. The needle's got to move into the green zone. She's still running far too rough. Can you help? Good. There's a gauge showing the turbine's power out. The needle's got to move into the green zone. She's still running far too rough. Can you help? Good. There's a gauge showing the turbine's power out. The needle's got to move into the green zone. Cheers, mate.
You have interfered in my affairs for the last time. You are the one who stole the rope. Prepare to die at the hands of Serbia.
I think that notebook is for me. Please. I know exactly who you are. The agents have our secrets, yes? Thank you for finding it. Willie would have appreciated your effort. Cold, isn't it? I've maintained climate is the crucible of civilization. Culture blooms in the temperate. It is the tropic and Arctic zones which breed barbarism. Russia, for instance. In that notebook are names of anti-Tsarist Russians, revolutionaries living in exile. Germany supports these men. They are called communists. We provide assistance, small courtesies, and, wherever possible, financial encouragement. One of these men is moving to Krakow soon. Charming city, Krakow. We urge Willie to befriend such types in Vienna. He kept a list of such men for us, or so I thought. He was a Russian agent who was going to turn those names over to the Okhrana, the Russian Secret Service. Dave would kill them. Secretly, of course, but kill them just the same. Think. With the revolutionaries all dead, the Tsar would be secure on his throne. That should not be allowed. Not when there are wars to be planned for. Now then, the notebook.
iceberg. They've run into an iceberg. The idiots! I will be taking that notebook now. What? Ah!
You see, my friend, we will all meet the devil. Eventually.
That's a nasty bump. You'll live. But for how long is the question? We've struck an iceberg. The incompetents, the idiots. That was an hour ago. The captain's called women and children to the boat. It's serious. She's sinking by the bow. She's got about an hour left, maybe a little. The Rubaiyat. And a fine time I had getting it back from the purser. It's safer with you. And the painting. You have to find it. We need to get those plans. Here's your necklace from the purser. The Serbian Vlad. He must have the notebook. The notebook lists the names of Russian radicals. The Germans actively encourage Lenin and other revolutionaries. You must recover that notebook. This information is vitally important to our Russian ally. I know you're hurt, but the Titanic's sinking. It's not going to be easy. The lifts have been shut down for good. We must get the evidence off the ship before it goes. So, up we go. Now get cracking.
The water's on E-deck. Get up top.
Leave! I'm getting on that boat. The child's mine. Stay away, I'm warning you. Leave!
What is it? We're not done filling them yet. Everybody keep calm. The boats aren't ready for loading. Come back in a few minutes when a boat's to be lowered.
My dear, such excitement. I'm in a swivet. But my dear, I must tell you, a Colonel Zeitel's been asking for you in the lounge. Know him? Drat these things. And my luggage, what about my luggage? For the lifeboats. Miss Russell brought her toy pig. Why can't I bring a steamer trunk? I really don't see why not.
I say, old bean, absolute madhouse, don't you think? People running hither and thither, no organisation, no plan of attack.
Henry doesn't think the situation calls for panic.
Lunatics, all of them, running about like rabbits with a stoat at the hole.
The lapse in social order is absolutely shocking.
Boats! Ha! If I were captain...
Such people, they're not dressed for first cabin, like those two immigrants on the second-class stairwell. Really, something should be done. The woman's quite up, and the man with her was carrying a painting. Of all things, a painting. What is the world coming to?
Sodding
I can't possibly get in these boats.
I agree. Packing the women off in such crowded quarters.
Frightfully cramped.
Like tinned...
The Titanic is perfectly safe, isn't it?
I say, I'm in need of a gin.
Not now, Henry, not now. The officer there, he wants me.
Suit yourself then. Cheerio.
Stand back! Ladies and gentlemen, maintain order. Women and children board first.
Prepare to swing out! Lifeboat away, sir!
No one's allowed on the...
My orders are to allow nobody above this deck. Orders to be maintained. Last thing we need's a riot. If you go down there, I can't guarantee you'll come back. It's dangerous down there. Quickly now. If I'm still here when you return, I'll let you back up.
You can't go out there. Get up to the upper decks.
That bastard Conklin and his wife, as bad as he is.
Mrs. Conkling, she's stolen my baby. I let her hold the baby so I could get my hands free. I let her and she took him. She told the steward Eddie was hers. He wouldn't let me follow her up. She's leaving with my baby.
Easy, Shay. Those stewards, they won't let us back up to first class. It don't take brains to see what's gonna happen to this ship. Now you listen. That German gave me this painting. He's never come back for it. Get the baby and it's yours.
Take the letter. Find her. See if she'll trade the baby for it. Please, you're our only hope.
You don't, and I'll chuck this painting into the sea. Get moving.
You may. There's not much time. Now get up on the boat deck. Orders to be maintained. Last thing we need's a...
How is the mission? Good job. We need to get all these objects off the ship safely.
What do you want? He's mine now. No one will know. He'll have a good life with me instead of that penniless girl. Leave. I'm getting on that boat. The letter. You have it? It can ruin us. Ruin me. I'll trade you. The letter for the child. Hurry! The letter for the child. Here. Take it. Take it. The letter.
Don't push. Keep your hands well inside the boats.
You are proving surprisingly hardy, so perhaps you'll honor one more request. The evening's last, it would seem.
Oh, but you... The Lady Georgia's, of course. I've poisoned her. If you decide... As you wish. But how tragic.
nobody's allowed above this deck. Those are orders. Last thing we need's a riot. If you go down there, I can't guarantee you'll come back. It's dangerous down there. I'll try to remember you on the way. Good luck!
You got him back. Oh,
Thank you. Here, take the painting. No use, I got... Go on, get up top with me sister and the baby. Save...
No, Jack, no. Not without you.
Hush now. Hush. There'll be no luck for men like me. I'll try me luck back here, in the stern. Get moving.
It's best I be going now. Take me to the boats.
Thank you. I'll not forget.
It's first class I'm in. I'll never forget what you done. God protect you.
If you decide against helping me, she will die.
But if you cooperate, the antidote for her. Good. Listen closely. You have the painting, and we both know its true value.
Please, the painting. Hand it to me.
If you don't do this, Lady Georgia will die. Are we clear? Good. I despise miscommunication.
I am warning you, Carlson. Give me the painting.
Really now. I never take no for an answer.
Time's growing short. Try to get the evidence and save yourself. That sailor's threatened to throw me on the next boat. But I can hold my own a little longer. Time's running short. There's still a chance. Yes, if it comes to that, but there must be some way. Try to...
You've not found a boat? Exactly. You are blessed with fortune. Comfort Miss Limehouse. She is in the first-class lounge.
time's growing. Try to complete your...
What is it? Most of my boats are gone. They're for boat 15. No, women and children only. It's the rule. I'll use my pistol to change your... Stand back! Can't you see I'm... No. No, I'm helping this lot here. Stand aside. Prepare to lower. Keep your hands inside the boats. Women and children first. Others follow.
Did you see the Astors, Benji Guggenheim? Why, John Jacob Astor, the millionaire, of course. Leaving? If you see the Astors, do tell them Daisy wants to go in their boat. It'll be such fun. Don't forget their boat. I only travel with the best. Goodbye. The boats, I can't find them. Everyone's gone. The officer, he wanted to put me in a boat with people I didn't know. But it's not that bad, is the boat.
Too late now, mate. Don't you jump. Water that cold will kill you in minutes. No, we'll be swamped. They say there's a ship 10 miles off. But, damn it, why don't she come to us? Every bloke for himself, didn't you? They say the Carpathia's headed for us. Maybe it won't be so bad. Good luck, mate.
God has declared the Titanic a ship of destiny. She's sinking. Down we go. Down to Davy Jones' locker. Get ready. We're going to meet the Maker. Remember Paul's shipwreck? His fellow passengers were spared, but only if they declared their trust of God. They did so and were saved. Now my question. To what city was Paul sailing? Jerusalem, Caesarea, or Rome? Exactly. You are blessed with fortune. Share it with the less fortunate. The family's on the second-class stairwell.
No one's allowed on the bridge. Captain's orders. Stay with the others.
I'll never forget what you've done. Thank you.
The boats are full. There's no more room. No more. When these boats go, that's it. We're trapped. We'll drown. I'm getting on, you understand? They'll throw out somebody else. I've got money. I'll give them thousands. I've got to get on a boat.
Stand away from the boats. It's women and children. Women and children only. I'll shoot. Come closer and I'll... Women and children first.
Goodbye. May God protect you.
You've done your best to help. Quick, we've space for one more. Get in, damn it. Now! There's no more time. Get in, you can go. Get in, damn you, it's an order! Tell them we did our best. Tell them...
Vlad left the sinking ship without the Rubaiyat, nor did he have the real Lambeth diamonds. The Black Hand never got its funds, money intended to finance a wave of terrorism across the Balkans. One of the intended targets, the heir to the Austrian throne, Archduke Franz Ferdinand. His murder might have started a war. We were lucky. We got peace instead. As for the painting, it left with me. The plans proved useless. In the month following the sinking, the War Office scrapped the proposed deployments in a cost-cutting measure. But the canvas? As the only artifact saved from the Titanic, the painting became famous. Along with its creator, a rather excitable Austrian named Adolf Hitler, who makes a lucrative career to this day, peddling overpriced alpine vistas to the carriage trade. I never retrieved Willie's notebook. The Germans' support of the Russian revolutionaries continued. War was avoided, but not bloodshed. In Russia, the communists overthrew the Tsar, exchanging one empire for another, though Lenin could not have seized power without Germany's support. The new Soviet Union proved no friend to the Kaiser, as the Soviet Union began a decade-long campaign to bring communism to Europe. In 1931, weakened by the Great Depression, the German Empire collapsed. With Berlin no longer a check against communist expansion, the communist tidal wave swept over Europe. Today, April 14th, 1942, it's Britain's turn. They say we've lost our chains, but it's our freedom that's vanished instead. If only the past could be changed.
Пойдем!